I've spent years inside the guts of our infrastructure. Pipes, tunnels, wires. The power grid is the biggest machine in the world, but it's aging fast. Experts warn that 2026 could be a tipping point for the grid, not a doomsday prophecy, but a real risk based on hard numbers. We keep demanding more from this old system, more electricity, more reliability, without giving it the upgrades it needs. Imagine an old truck hauling heavier loads every year without a new engine. Eventually, it breaks down. That's where we are. Demand is exploding, weather is more extreme, and the grid is more fragile than ever. 2026 is when these pressures could finally overwhelm the system. This isn't about fear, it's about facing facts and preparing for reality. Linemen and engineers see the strain every day, they're sounding the alarm. Recent disasters, Texas freeze, California blackouts, hurricane outages, aren't flukes, they're warning signs. Ignoring them is risky. The smart move is to get ready for bumps in the road. When you flip a switch, you expect the lights to come on. But that promise is under threat. Being prepared is always better than being surprised. Why is the grid so vulnerable? 5 big cracks are all hitting at once. First, age. Over 70% of our grid's transmission lines and transformers are decades past their prime, some from the 1960s. Replacing them isn't quick or easy. It can take over a year to build and install a single transformer. Second, maintenance backlog. Upgrades are expensive, parts are scarce, and skilled workers are in short supply. We're patching old equipment and hoping it holds, while the repair list grows. Third, surging demand. Electric vehicles, data centers, and more people working from home are pushing the grid to its limits. Fourth, extreme weather. Stronger hurricanes, wildfires, and ice storms are now routine, physically damaging the grid. A single storm can knock out power for millions. Fifth, cyber attacks. Hackers are constantly probing for weaknesses, and a major attack could trigger a long-term widespread outage. The Department of Energy calls the grid a prime target. These threats aren't theoretical, they're happening now. Each crack alone is serious. Together, they're a recipe for disaster. The grid is being tested like never before. We can't afford to ignore these warning signs. The time to act is now. When the grid fails, the first domino is obvious: the power goes out. At first it's an inconvenience. No lights, no TV, no Wi-Fi. But within hours, cell towers lose backup power, and communication drops off. Food in your fridge starts to spoil after 4 hours. Freezers last a day or two at best. If you rely on well water, pumps stop immediately. Even city water pressure drops as backup systems fail. By day 2, gas stations can't pump fuel, supply trucks stop, and pharmacies may close. If you need refrigerated medication, it's a crisis. Hospitals run on generators, but only for critical areas and only as long as fuel lasts. Heating and cooling systems fail, dangerous in extreme weather. Security systems and streetlights go dark, increasing risks. Traffic lights are out, making roads hazardous. Our daily lives depend on electricity more than we realize. When it's gone, everything unravels fast. A blackout triggers a chain reaction. One system fails, then another. Water stops flowing as electric pumps shut down. Even if some water remains, it may not be safe to drink. Treatment plants need power to keep water clean. Without it, contamination risks soar. Grocery stores run on just-in-time delivery. With no power, shelves empty in days and resupply halts. Refrigerated trucks can't keep food cold, and gas stations can't fuel delivery vehicles. Sanitation breaks down. No garbage collection. Toilets stop flushing and public health hazards grow. Emergency services are stretched thin, with slower response times and limited communication. Hospitals face impossible choices as fuel for generators runs out. Our interconnected systems are only as strong as the grid that powers them. Let's talk solutions. Start with a 72-hour kit, enough to keep your family safe and comfortable for 3 days. First, light. Get LED flashlights and headlamps, safer and more reliable than candles. Stock up on batteries. Water, 1 gallon per person per day. For a family of 4, that's 12 gallons. Have a water filter or a way to boil water as backup. Food, 3 days of non-perishable, easy-to-eat items. Canned goods, protein bars, peanut butter, crackers, dried fruit. Don't forget a manual can opener. Remember your pets. Set aside food and water for them too. Communication. A hand crank or battery-powered emergency radio for weather alerts and news. First aid. A well-stocked kit with bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and at least a week's supply of any critical medications. Keep all supplies together in easy-to-grab bins or backpacks. The goal isn't luxury, it's survival and comfort. This kit is your insurance policy for the most likely emergency. Don't wait for disaster to strike, assemble your kit now, review and update it regularly. Being ready for 72 hours buys you time to adapt. It's a simple step that makes a huge difference. Preparedness starts here. Once your 72-hour kit is set, think about longer outages, a week or more. Backup power is a game changer. A portable power station or solar generator can keep essentials running. Fridge, phones, medical devices. Pair it with solar panels for ongoing power as long as the sun shines. Expand your food and water storage to last at least 2 weeks. Build a deep pantry with extra canned and dried goods. Rotate your stock to keep it fresh. For water, consider large barrels or a bathtub liner for emergency storage. Security matters too. Solar motion lights and reinforced doors help deter trouble. Most important, build community. Get to know your neighbors and make a plan to check on each other. In a crisis, strong communities are safer and more resilient. Long-term readiness is about comfort, safety, and working together. This isn't about fear, it's about being smart and prepared. Having a plan and supplies means you can act with confidence, not panic. Preparedness is freedom. It's like having a spare tire. You hope you never need it, but you're glad it's there. A few weeks of food, water, and backup power is just common sense. Our grandparents called it being resourceful. We can't wait for someone else to fix the grid. Responsibility starts at home. Start small, a flashlight, a case of water, and build from there. Every step makes you and your community stronger. Don't let headlines paralyze you. Let them motivate you. Learn basic skills. Get your house in order. Connect with neighbors. The grid faces real challenges, but you have the power to protect your family. Take action today and you'll be ready if the lights go out.